storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
I'll start by saying I apologize. I did not mean to offend my LGBTQ plus community. On yesterday's show. I did not realize until I got home and I watched the second running of our show here in New York. And I always watch when I can to critique my delivery or, you know, the cameras, the lights, the you know, the audience, the camera. Like I'm very persnickety about how I do my show. I'll start by saying I apologize. I did not be at school, to high school, to college, to radio, and now to TV. And vivant. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds fabulous. In my mind, it means live and let live, bon vivant. And I live and let live every day. Life is too short. I'm 55 years old, and maybe I sounded like your auntie, your mother, your big sister, or somebody out of touch. I'm not out of touch, except for perhaps yesterday by saying what I said. So I deeply apologize. And I immediate school, to high school, to college, to radio, and now to TV. And I apologize. And I deeply appreciate the support that I get from the community. I will do better. I appreciate you supporting me. Thank you. I apologize.
All right, we back. So, now, Wendy, if it's one thing that I hate, and I don't hate a lot, well, it's a lot of things I severely dislike. But one thing the doctor don't like is when somebody cries and they're not even showing real tears. Now, I didn't show y'all the video for copyright reasons. It's on her channel, or you could go see it wherever the hell, but that was her voice. And yes, she was crying with no actual damn tears. Wendy, you should have just stuck with what you said. You said what you said. Now, when you double back and pussy pop, shout out to Alexander Rogers and Funky Dineva, you made yourself look worse. Now I know the white folks in the bow ties came. No, that's Nation of Islam. White folks in the long ties came into your office and made you apologize to save your damn job. You know you're on the last boot of your contract and you want every bit of one of your coins. You done already had to give half of your shit to Kevin, so you're trying to protect your money at all costs. I get that, but Wendy, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. You was in radio for 30 years. You didn't learn this. You do not disrespect and offend your core audience. Wendy, whether you like it or not, without the girls, as they call them, without that community, Wendy, who would watch you? Because even straight women are only going to watch you for your antics for so long before they get tired and want to talk to somebody with actual class. The community loves you because you are the community. You are part of them. You represent them. You know, over the top, doing too much, all that, Wendy. Wendy, you gonna offend them like that, really? Now let's break down what you said. And the doctor neck hurts, so excuse me for not really being able to move here. But the first part of what you said, I agree with, is that a man would not understand what it's like to be a woman and what we go through when it comes to menstrual cycles, and the pain and all that other shit. And I'm going to tell you, and Funky even said it too, I would never understand what it's like to get pregnant. I would never understand what it's like to have a period. I would never understand what it's like to have all the issues that come with the female body, because women go through a lot of shit. All right. Not just here mentally, but like physically, y'all bodies go through so many changes that it's crazy. You know, when a female child is born, she's already born with the amount of eggs that she will ever have in her lifetime, and they start dying right away. Like, that's some crazy shit to just think that even a woman's reproductive system is working against her from the start. But a man can just make kids all up into his 80s and 90s. I'm getting way off track, but I'm saying all that to say, I would never understand what that's like. The mother and daughter dynamic, that's insane. Most mothers and daughters don't get along. I would never understand that. Having to be catcalled, having to constantly be judged on your looks. Women are judged on their looks constantly. Period. Now, damn, I said it. Period. Are we going to be real tonight, or are we going to be real? Women are constantly judged on their looks. Imagine having to get up every day knowing that people don't care how educated you are, how many things you've accomplished in your life, what you've been through. All they care about is just this. And you can get all the surgeries that you want. Some of us are blessed to be good looking and some of us are not. So if you just happen to be a woman that's not the most attractive, then what do you have? Then you have to try to grab for other things. Like, it's a lot. So that type of shit, we would never understand. A gay guy would never understand. You would never understand that. But Wendy, where you messed up is when you said that they got to give y'all the skirts and the dresses back. Wendy, you know you can't say that shit. You know this is 2020 and the LGBTQIA plus is the mafia nowadays. You ain't got to respect black men. You really ain't even got to respect black women, but you gonna respect the LGBTQIA plus community. And it just is what it is, Wendy. Because the LGBTQIA plus community, Wendy, cuts your check. Literally. I don't mean the community. I mean most of the people in the industry are that. So you're not going to offend your boss. Because yes, Wendy has many bosses. And they're in that same community. So they don't want you saying that shit. Because they want their skirts and they want their dresses. So Wendy, you got to play it smart. You say yourself that certain shit is kitchen table talk. Keep it kitchen table talk. Now where is your damn script? I got it right here. Here we go. Wendy, first part of your script is, and I'm sending you back to your ex-husband, right? His name was Bert Gigor. All right, you guys were together from 1992 to 1995. You got married in 1994 and got quickly divorced later. But you really didn't get divorced because you didn't love him. You know, you said on your show it was a mistake and you knew it from the start. No, you loved that man, and that was the real man and the only good man you ever had in your life. You left Bert because you had a coke problem and he wasn't there for that shit. You guys got into it when you went on your honeymoon in the Caribbean, and instead of making love to your husband at night, you allegedly went out and wanted to get high out on the town instead. So since since he didn't want to deal with your coke habit, you then divorced him and then got with, Kelvin Hunter, who didn't do nothing but use and abuse your ass and lock you up in the room, and you ain't even ever sent an email in your life. That's how I know your ass is kept out of touch. So you won't go back to Bert. If he's single, I want you to go back to Bert. Let's go back to a real man for a minute. A man that actually loves you. Not a man that's using you. Not a man that already got a girlfriend. A man. The one true man you ever had, all right? Next, I'm sending you bottles of Visine, because the next time you have to use a fake apology and a fake cry, at least you can fake some damn tears too. I can't stand that shit. What else is part of your damn script? I knew I had it down here somewhere. Here we go. You are going to... What? Did I delete her script? Oh shit, that's it. That's it. You don't get a script because you're a spoiled rotten cookie. So, Wendy, apologize to your bosses, because that's who made you apologize. Apologize to them. And make sure you don't say stupid shit like this no more. I thought I was going to have a script for you, but we actually don't. You're just a spoiled rotten cookie. This was just spoiled. This wasn't smart. Come on, Wendy. We got to do better. You want a career after this still, so you got to think. But the first part of your statement, I mean, look, it is what it is. Hell, I ain't going to understand what it's like to be no woman, and I'm not going to pretend to.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.